Hi, I'm Dr. Nancy Falsetto for TED 635, which is Curriculum, Assessment, and Instruction using the History, Social Science, the Visual and Performing Arts, and the Physical Education frameworks. I wanted to take a few minutes and give you kind of an overview of the course and what kinds of things that you're going to be doing this month. I know this month flies by, as all of our months do here at National University, so I just wanted to kind of give you some highlights of our course. First of all, this is a course that you're taking if you're earning a multiple subject elementary credential, and our work will focus on elementary level education. That could be K-5 or K-6 depending on the configuration of the elementary school. So I want everyone to be aware of that. I know we have some students in our program who already have a single subject credential and are going back for a multiple subject credential. So as long as it's at least a 6th grade level, that will be okay for multiple subjects, since I have many students asking me about that. Also, the focus of this class is general education. And I also know that many students will say, but Dr. Falsetto, I'm a special education instructional assistant, or I'm teaching in a non-public school, and I just can't get away. Well, the focus of this class is to look at all of our students through the eyes of a general education teacher. And that means we are in that general education classroom, and we're looking at our English language learners, and we're looking at our special needs learners, including the gifted, and we're coming up with strategies and ideas in looking with the general ed teacher on the needs of the students in that classroom. So it's very important that you find a general education elementary classroom where you can do your work for this month, and that will be important. And the other thing I wanted to stress to you is that in this is a methods course or methodologies course, and this is the part of the program where you're out in the schools and you're actually teaching or co-teaching a lesson, because now you're putting all the theory that you've been learning in your foundations courses, you're putting it to work for this multiple subjects methods course. So in this course, we're going to be focusing on 3 frameworks. First of all, we're going to be focusing on the history, social science framework. We're going to be focusing on the visual and performing arts framework and the physical education framework, which I don't have handy with me right now. So we are not going to be doing any of our work with language arts or with math, because those frameworks are focused and addressed in other methods classes that you're going to have in this program. But for this course, all of your work will center around those 3 frameworks. So I want to bring that to your attention. I also wanted to give you kind of an overview of the kinds of things you're going to find as you go through this course. So you're taking this course for a couple of reasons. Number 1, if you're getting a multiple subject credential, you're required. Number 2, hopefully the strategies and the ideas and the tools that you learn and gain from this course will make you an effective teacher when you actually have your own classroom, which I'm sure you're all excited about. But number 3, the work in this course is designed to assist you in passing your teaching performance assessments, or TPAs, and that's particularly TPAs 1 and 2 for this part of the program. And I will actually be doing some Class Life Pro sessions, and one of those sessions will be particularly on the TPAs, so hopefully you'll be able to join me, and you'll learn more about that as the course begins. But to start, in Unit 1, you're going to be focusing on assessment, and you're going to be looking for a formative assessment, pre-assessment, summative assessment, so you can kind of get an idea of the kinds of assessment tools that you'll have in your toolbox, so to speak. Then in Unit 2, you're going to be looking at the unique needs of students and student characteristics of your learners. And you're going to be focusing on your English language learners, your special needs learners, to include the gifted and talented as well. So then you're going to come up with some strategies. So now you have some assessments and some strategies in Unit 2. And for Unit 3, you're going to be actually designing a lesson plan using the National University lesson plan format, and you're going to be going into a classroom to either teach or co-teach with the teacher of record in that classroom, depending on how it works out for you. So the minute you see this video with me, that means you're in the beginning of our course, and you need to start looking ahead, because that'll be in our third week, of a school and a teacher where you can actually go in and work with that teacher. And the idea is you're going to be planning a lesson, which is either going to be with through the history social science framework, the visual and performing arts framework, or the PE framework. You'll teach the lesson or co-teach with the teacher of record, as I said, and then that teacher of record will sit down with you after the lesson and give you feedback on how you've done. So it gives you an opportunity to put the tools to use that you've been working with in Unit 1 and 2. And then our culminating event, which is Unit 4, is that you're going to be putting a 5-day unit together, a thematic unit, if you will. And that isn't 5 lesson plans, that's 5 days worth of using and incorporating all 3 frameworks together. And you might be thinking, well, how am I going to do that? Those are 3 different frameworks. It's amazing the creativity that you can come up with, but it is a wonderful opportunity for you to be creative, step out of that comfort zone, and put together some really wonderful ideas. And you're going to be developing a rubric as your assessment tool. So I think throughout this course, I think you'll really gain some valuable teaching tools. You'll gain some valuable information on working with all of your learners so that no one is left behind. And you'll come out with some really wonderful tools and ideas that you can use in future classrooms.